Hey guys, Colin here, and I know I haven't been making videos in a while, and neither has Sam, and that's because school was starting up, and like the first 2 months of school are just hectic, and we're also running cross country, which took up a lot of our time too. But now it's a couple months in, and breaks coming up for Thanksgiving, and things are getting settled down and stuff. So I decided to make a video today. And in the past, we've made RuneScape videos like tutorials and fun little things. But today, I was going to make a video more about myself and like more information on me and who I am and how I got started playing RuneScape. So, it all got started with my next door neighbor from my house, which I moved into when I was like 4. And I remember I was in school and stuff, and I'd always just be like watching the window and waiting for him to get home. And once the garage door opened, I knew that it was time that I could go over, and within 5 minutes of that garage door being open, I would be over there hanging out with him, because when you're younger, whenever you hang out with someone who's older, because he's like quite a bit older than me, he's in like college now and stuff, but you know, like whenever you get to hang out with someone that's older, they're just like so cool, and everything that they do must be fun, and it's like the coolest thing to do, and all that kind of stuff. And I remember always watching him play RuneScape, and finally one day when I was like 4 or 5, I asked him, what is this game? And like he told me RuneScape, and I went home that night and I just searched it, and I made my first account when I was like 4 or 5, so I got started very early and at a young age. And I played for a couple of years, and then in first or second grade I met my friend Matthew, and we became just like the best of friends through school, and I introduced RuneScape to him. And since then, like we like at that age we would hang out all the time, and we just like play and play and play. Like it was back then when you had no work to do, you had so much free time, and I remember we'd like spend the night at each other's houses, and all we'd do is just play RuneScape. Like we'd be glued to the computer, like you'd have to like force us off of it. And I mean, we'd always run around and just have fun in RuneScape, because it's such like a big world and so many things to do. You can be whatever you want, you can do all these different things. And I remember when I first made my account, I was in Lumbridge, and there's like the men by the general store, and I'd kill all the men until I made 100 GP, and then I'd go and I'd just blow it on random stuff in the general store, which I had no idea what it did or what I was buying or anything, but it was just so much fun. It was all new, and it was just a brand new experience, and it was just so genuine and pure, and I don't know, it was just amazing, and it got me hooked right away, like forever. And then in second to third grade or so, I met my other friend Addison, and he also played RuneScape. Like he knew about it when I did, and we started talking because he lives by me, and we rode the same bus and stuff, and we started hanging out a lot too, and we'd just be playing RuneScape, and it would just be fun times. Like everything when I was younger revolved around RuneScape and stuff, and yeah, it was just fun times for me. I was just addicted from the start. And then at the end of like fourth and going into fifth and stuff, I kind of quit playing RuneScape. Like, you know how RuneScape is, like you kind of get old of it sometimes, or at least for some of us it does. And at that age, it just got kind of old for me. I kind of quit. Matt kind of quit. Me and Addison started going to different schools because he's a few years older than I am, and I just kind of lost interest in it. And then in fifth grade, I met Sam, and I still wasn't currently playing RuneScape, and like I guess he's tried it in the past, but like his parents are kind of protective or something, and when he tried to play it when he was younger, his parents didn't want him to, since it was like an open community online and stuff. So he knew about it, but neither of us were playing, and Matt still wasn't playing or anything. And then we started going into middle school, and then in sixth grade, me and Sam started to play, and then after we started to play, like Matt got back into it, and I don't know, like we kind of kept each other driven just to start again, and that was a lot of fun times. And then at this point, I kind of learned more about methods and training skills and how RuneScape actually worked, and actually started working towards goals and leveling up and all that kind of stuff. And then you also get some of that friendly competition in there to be like higher levels than whoever your friends are, whoever, I don't know, anybody, but like you just want to gain more levels than them and be better and richer and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, you want to be like that guy that's like, oh, it's okay, man, you'll make money too, you'll level up, you'll be as high as me one day, and all that kind of stuff. Like, you'd play it off like it's all cool, even though on the inside you're like, oh yeah, I got more levels than you and more money and all that kind of stuff. And at this time, I believe my friend, or not my friend, but my next door neighbor, I guess he's my friend too, but he quit, and he saved up money for a red Halloween mask at the time that he was playing, when they were way cheaper. I think he bought it for like 1 mil back then, and then by the time he quit and sold it, he sold it for like 49 mil, 50 mil, which was a lot of money back in the day, and that would buy me full dragon, which used to be like 30 mil. So I was like this kid in middle school who I just like had a whole bunch of money just from my next door neighbor, which now today I kind of wish I would have just kept the red Halloween, but it's whatever. It really doesn't matter. I mean, it's all part of the past and makes me who I am. And we started playing pretty much throughout all of middle school. I think I kind of died down during 7th grade, but then in 8th grade I kind of picked it back up again, because Runescape just kind of pulls you back in over and over and over. It's just one of those types of games. And since then, I've pretty much been playing, because I'm in 9th grade now, and I don't know, just having the time of my life and making money, doing all this stuff that I want to do. And it's been a good ride. And I mean, I have a lot of like little stories with each of my friends that I'll probably make videos on later, but that's just kind of like a basic background on me and how RuneScape has played into my life and how long I've been playing and all that kind of stuff. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching, guys.